Akwa Ibom State government plans to establish a traumatic center to arrest growing sudden death. State task force on fake, counterfeit and unwholesome processed food to be reactivated. President Muhammadu Buhari says the government is committed to rescuing the Chibok girls. Details of this and more in a moment. A very good morning to you. Welcome to KBC 45 AM News. I am Agnes Sudor King Brown. Plans are on foot to establish a trauma center in the state to arrest the growing number of sudden death. Governor Dom Emmanuel made this known while declaring open a two-day workshop on stroke and sudden death at Low Meridian Ibom Hotel and Golf Resort in Lyon. Government Housebury Chief Colonel Edem Freti reports that the event was organized by senior medical practitioners in the state under the banner of Medical Elders Group.
Governor Dom Emmanuel said that he was discussing with funding organizations to establish the center, which is internationally known as a special hospital meant to provide comprehensive emergency medical services to patients suffering from traumatic injuries. The center, also referred to as Rehab Center, the governor noted, would help to save people who may have need for emergency attention, which primary and secondary medical institutions in the state may not be able to handle. He also announced that his administration is to provide a medical ambulance each to all the local government areas of the state to facilitate the movement of emergency cases to the center or other health facilities as need be. The governor, who observed that a lot of people suffer from stroke and heart failures due to their lifestyle, commended the medical elders for organizing the event, saying government needed meaningful partnering to achieve his target of making the state a medical and health tourism hub.
As we brainstorm, I join you to place emphasis on robust awareness campaigns, especially among the working class. Let our people know that negligence or outright ignorance kills more than the disease itself. Like the expert says, early detection is the first step to winning this fight. Let the message spread that the chances of survival are greater when emergency treatment begins quickly, and that there lies the secret of the reduction in fatality between sufferers in Black Africa and those of the Western world. Let us rise up today to toe the path of life.
The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Dominic Ukpong, said the workshop on stroke and sudden death was commendable for its benefits, which includes prompting the people to be conscious of the state of their health. Dr. Ukpong, who defined stroke as a medical emergency which can affect anyone from age of 19, said the disease, which affects more than 160,000 persons every year in Nigeria, is preventable. He called on all, including young doctors, to undertake regular checkups and maintain a healthy lifestyle to enable them live free of stroke and other diseases that may result in sudden death.
There is no denying the fact that the incidence of sudden death is very much on the increase in our society today. And there is no deniable evidence that stroke is the leading cause of this. Incidentally, of the 20 top causes of death in Nigeria, stroke ranks third, according to the WHO publication of 2014. That is why I strongly commend the intervention of our medical elders. It's not only timely, but also preemptive and most potentially rewarding.
Speaking earlier, the President, Medical Elders Group, Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Ije Esenewo, said the group, which is made up of medical doctors who have been in practice for more than 20 years, is organizing the workshop to educate the people primarily on causes of stroke and sudden death and how to prevent them. Dr. Esenewo, who has been in practice since 1958, decried the high rate of deaths recorded each year arising from stroke and heart-related diseases, describing stroke as a non-communicable disease which can be avoided by undertaking regular exercises and checkups, as well as avoiding smoking, alcohol, undue stress, worries, and anxiety. He commended Governor Domi Manuel for supporting the group to realize its dream of hosting the event.
Heart disease and stroke are world's leading cause of death, claiming about 17.3 billion lives every year. Today's topic, stroke and sudden death, promises to be equally elucidating and beneficial to the body.
Colonel Adam Efreti reporting.
The task force on fake and counterfeit drugs and unwholesome processed food is to be reactivated to check the excesses of hawkers of medicine and our consumable products. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Dominic Upon, said this when he received a medical elders group at Akwa Ibom State in his office. The story is here presented.
Dr. remarked that the move will go a long way in ensuring safety and healthy living of the citizens. The Commissioner for Health said that modalities will be worked out to ensure that the task force is operational and called on people to observe safety procedures by looking out for expiry dates of products before consuming them. Dr. Okwang reiterated government's determination to continually upgrade facilities and basic amenities in health institutions across the state, in addition to giving personnel in different categories to man them.
I want to say that I received these recommendations with great joy and gratitude to you, and I will pursue them with all my heart. I will approach His Excellency, who is interested also in making sure we reverse the downward trend of health services here. And I think you will see some changes.
The Secretary Medical Elders Group, Dr. I.J. Udo, told the Commissioner that the group seeks to create an enabling atmosphere for the busy medical practitioners to operate, as well as protect the medical profession and work with other stakeholders to enhance effective service delivery. Dr. Udo explained that the body had undertaken a variety of health advocacy programs covering HIV/AIDS, hypertension, and cancer.
Our objectives include creating an atmosphere for relaxation for the ever busy practitioners, fostering and protecting the medical profession, and working with other stakeholders to enhance service delivery to our people.
The Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Dr. Matthew Kaite, has reiterated the government's commitment to make Akwa Ibom State a major agricultural hub in Nigeria. Dr. Kaite was speaking on a AKBC live television program unveiling the mandate. The story is here presented.
Said that this will be done through educate, development and implementation of agricultural policies that will make the state to become a leading food producer in the country. The Commissioner hinted that the Minister of Agriculture was committed to bring the vision to reality through effective implementation and aggressive harnessing of the agricultural potentials of the state for food security and wealth creation.
We are trying to partner with BUA groups. BUA groups, these are investors in rice. They went to INE actually, and they said rice and cocoa in INE, that they will never leave INE. And they needed 30,000 hectares of land. The community received them. I'm sure they are listening to me. Received them, give them cola, give them palm wine. These are white men, and they were very happy.
Under his watch at the ministry, Dr. Kaite explained that government will place priority on value chain in addition to food production, with a view to exploring agricultural markets not only in Nigeria but Africa and the world. He noted that for industrialization to take place, there was need for agricultural improvement, which informed the government to put in place various committees, including that of agriculture and food sufficiency. Dr. Kaite says that already the ministry has strengthened its programs to ensure that farmers form themselves into cooperative societies. He also spoke on other issues including improved cassava seedings, partnership with investors and agencies, and called on the people to team up with the administration of Udom Emmanuel in the effort to mechanize agriculture and boost food production.
That is because of the drudgery that is associated with agriculture. That's why they say us dirty. By the time it is mechanized, a student from the University of Europe came to my office and said that he was given, in fact he applied to read medicine, but because he couldn't make the PowerPoint, so he read agriculture. That now, even if they ask him to go back to medicine, he will never, because he has seen money in agriculture. So it is no more a dirty job. It's just a change of mindset. So I wish they would akada and face the reality and understand that agriculture is no more a dirty profession.
The police officer who allegedly shot and wounded a driver attached to the Kwairum Transport Company, Adigu, came in Atumeko local government area last week, has been arrested and detained by the police authorities for investigations. The State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Mutala Mane, disclosed this in New York while briefing newsmen. The story is presented in our studios.
According to Mr. Mane, the incident was brought to his knowledge and that the driver is responding to treatment in a hospital and will soon be discharged. The police commissioner condemned extortion of money in any guise by policemen and advised the public to alert the police authorities, which will promptly deal with such issues. He spoke on the decreasing cases of homicide in the state, saying that with the increased patrol and strategies put in place, such cases will further reduce. On the increased number of police vehicles noticed in the state capital within the week, Mr. Mane said it is regarded in police circles as show of force and is organized in area commands to give the public some air of confidence. It is also a strategy to nip in the bud any security challenge that may arise. He, however, said that one issue that has continued to pose a challenge to the police in the state is piracy in the riverine areas. The police commissioner assured that with the strategy put in place and the support of the police headquarters in Abuja, as well as the state government, the situation will be brought under control.
Security arrangements on the ground, we have re-strategized our patrol system to cover the entire period and indeed beyond, in addition to the support we receive from the headquarters regarding our operational strategies for the Ember month. And I assure you, even by the end of January 2016, we will continue to maintain the tempo of such strategy.
Mr. Mane also assured that the State Police Command is ready to police the state within the Ember month and beyond, but appeal to citizens to continue to cooperate with the police by giving the needed information to enable them perform optimally. He advised residents of the state to be security conscious by avoiding movements at odd hours and to be discreet about places they visit.
Make sure that you know your environment very well. You know the people that are living with you. Avoid moving at odd hours, particularly if you know that you are a prominent figure in the society, that hoodlums or what have you can attack you. And as much as possible, don't disclose your movement to other people not known to. If it is in the night, make sure that your environment is well lit and what have you as much as you can.
The police commissioner gave the press community in the state a pat on the back for partnering with the police to enlighten the public and solicited more of such cooperation.
The news continues after the message. Thanks. Stay with us.
Great Evangelical Ministries, Sikoro di Mafagabonga Bank is 50. To the glory of God and honor to the founding parents, let Prophet John Akban and Prophetess Sarah John Akban, God's Great Evangelical Ministry, Sikoro di Mafagabonga Bank is 50 years today. The journey which started 50 years ago has today become a solution arena for those in satanic bondage. Join us celebrate our 50th anniversary, which coincides with our national convention from 1st to 3rd October 2015 at the church's auditorium, Sikoro di Mafagabonga Bank, 6 a.m. to 12 noon daily. Special features include word ministration, healing, breaking of curses and covenant, and financial and marital breakthrough. Ministering is the Jehovah Prophet, Evangelist Prophet Michael Jonah, alongside other anointed servants of God. Come and witness God's power in action. Evangelist Prophet and Mrs. Michael Jonah, hosts.
But it was worth it.
You're welcome back. The member represents in Ikorekwe in Oborokara State Constituency in the State House of Assembly, Prince Idonse Ntekwere, has lauded Governor Demi Manuel for awarding contracts for the construction of roads in Oborokara. Prince Ntekwere said this during the groundbreaking ceremony in Toidino, Nkad and Biaso with bridges in the area, which had been in deplorable state for years. He said that the deplorable state of the road hindered economic activities in the area, which shares boundary with Abia State, adding that it is the gateway to the southeastern states. Prince Ntekwere said that the governor's commitment to the industrialization of the state and its 5-point agenda of wealth creation and sustainable development will take Akwa Ibom to the next level of development and assured of its support and that of its people to the administration.
Excellency, Providence has given me this opportunity to tell you thank you. Thank you for keeping to your word. Thank you for arresting the situation because Oborokara was in a state of arrested development. Oborokara ma! Oborokara ma! Oborokara mamado!
Akwa Ibom people have been encouraged to reconnect to the unity that characterized the state at its creation. Panelists on AKBC Channel 45 Current Affairs program discussed said that when the creation of the state was announced, the spirit of unity that existed among the people held the government from the old Cross River state and the setting up of the government apparatus in the new state in spite of the many challenges. The panelists Obion Nefiawowa, Obion Christiana Ebinda, and Dr. Valentine Atta said that the state has made progress in a sustained manner. They called on the people to begin the unity campaign from the family level by encouraging the young ones to be patriotic. The panelists called on the youth to respect the elders and constituted authorities, pointing out that these were the values that formed the foundation of the state at creation.
Be made for the future. Our children should not be what they call youth. The youth must be empowered, train them to have a hope for tomorrow.
I should say, we the parents back here at Akwa Ibom should drop our hatred within ourselves.
Exactly.
We hate ourselves in Akwa Ibom more than what those who are staying outside.
Yes, and then this issue of role model must start. The present governor is a role model. Obanefewa is a role model on his own. From what we've said, we have so many. We are not competing with the youths, but we are the pillars upon which the youth should grow. The youth should not want to start and start running when he has not crawled.
Akwa Ibom Church, Nigeria, has officially received its 26th General Superintendent and Chairman of the conference, the Reverend Sunday Dixon Essien, and his family. The ceremony put together by the National Conference took place at Akwa Ibom Church, number 2, Olusegun Obasanjo Way, Review. It is a report that the event was graced by dignitaries from across the state.
That was the atmosphere as faithful of Akwa Ibom Church, Nigeria, and guests celebrated the man of God and his family. In a sermon on the theme Destined for Divine Uplift, the Reverend Udumiyang of Akwa Ibom Church of Agukwa he could urge Christians to strengthen their faith in God, as his plans for man will manifest irrespective of challenges. Alluding to biblical Joseph, Mordecai and David, the Reverend Young said God promotes his servants against the wishes of adversaries, and described Reverend Hussein as a source of strength, courage and inspiration.
God is out to see to the fulfillment, to the establishment of his word, no matter how many people, no matter the powers, no matter the forces. If God has a word for you, it will surely come to pass.
The chairman on the occasion and the justice of the Court of Appeal, Elder Itam Baba, thanked God for the elevation of the Reverend Sunday Saint to the highest office in the administration of the 128-year-old church, and called on him to work at restoring dignity, peace and reconciliation to the church. Elder Baba also advised the church faithful to team up with the General Superintendent to restore honor, integrity of the church, and prepare it for the rapture. The Chairman, National Welfare Committee of the church, Elder Samuel Benson Afia, said as a spiritual leader, Reverend Hussein is superintending more than 533 churches on ground, 55 superintendencies, with reverends, elders, deacons and deaconesses, as well as millions of followers under his care. The Chairman, Finance Subcommittee, Elder Udosa Momotan, who described the reception as crucial, said it afforded members opportunity to celebrate with the General Superintendent and prayed God to strengthen him to carry the people aright. Responding, the General Superintendent of Kwaibu Church, the Reverend Sunday Saint, flanked by wife, began his appreciation with songs and pledged to be faithful to God, uphold the doctrines and practices of the church as handed down by the Holy Spirit through his servant and pioneer missionary, late Reverend Samuel Alexander Beale, in 1887. The Reverend Hussein, a former missionary, for 11 years assured that he will stand by the mission board to extend the gospel beyond the borders of Nigeria, as Kwaibu Church has stepped into Niger Republic and Burkina Faso. He appealed to members of the church to support, pray and work with him to complete the church pavilion at Ibno and to preserve the good name of the church.
I hope to end it successfully as a chairman of conference and to remain to work with others as member of Kwaibu Church.
Born on February 8, 1948 at Ipa Akwan Ukam, Miyaklan, in local government area, the Reverend Hussein had his theological training at the Samuel Beale Theological College, Abak, called and appointed to full-time ministry in 1970, elder in 1985, and ordained reverend in 1991, and the church conference chairman in December 2013. Highlights of the ceremony were presentation of gifts by the different segments of the church to the honoree, rendition of mass choir, thanksgiving as well as prayers for peace and progress in the country, Akwa Ibom, and unification of the church.
In a Channel 4-5 national and international news segment, President Muhammadu Buhari stated his administration's commitment to rescue abducted Chibok girls. Nigeria's Senate President receives a vote of confidence from senators, and U.S. President Barack Obama and the Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin resumes talk on Syria. Samuel Ayara has the details.
President Muhammadu Buhari has restated his administration's stance on combating child trafficking and rescuing the Chibok girls alive. Buhari gave this assurance on Monday in his address to the 70th United Nations General Assembly in New York. Acknowledging threats posed by Boko Haram terrorists to development, the president condemned the sex activities, referring to them as war against the people. He called for foreign support to boost the nation's economy and tackle the menace of insurgency. In clear departure from growing tension in popular domain, the Nigerian Senate on Tuesday passed a vote of confidence on the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki. The motion, which was moved by Senator David Umaru of Niger East and seconded by Ahmed Yerima of Zamfara, saw the red chambers degenerate into some minutes of fracas. The confidence vote on Senate President got the support of 84 senators at plenary. Saraki, who is standing trial over faulty assets declaration at the Code of Conduct Tribunal, called the House to order in furtherance of the day's business. On the foreign scene, after about 2 years of frosty relationship between the United States and Russia over Syria, presidents of both countries, Barack Obama and Vladimir Putin, have for the first time held a formal talk. The talks, which provided no breakthrough, however, afforded windows of hope, as according to Putin, the talks, which lasted 30 minutes more than the scheduled 1 hour, was constructive and open. A senior U.S. government official said the two leaders agreed to explore a political resolution in Syria and called for conversations between the U.S. and Russian military. The United States military on Tuesday carried out airstrikes on Kunduzi, a northern Afghan city, 1 day after Taliban insurgents drove out security forces on a potential blow to the Western-backed government. The strike, according to the U.S. Army NATO mission spokesman, Colonel Brian Tribus, was necessary to eliminate lingering threats to the force. Tribus noted that the fall of Kunduz to militants would have marked a major setback for Afghan, whose president, Ashraf Ghani, was marking his first year in office.
That is in our package this morning. You can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC450 or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. Before we go, we'll look at the major stories. Plans are afoot to establish a trauma center in the state to arrest the growing number of sudden death. Governor Domi Manel made this known while declaring open a 2-day workshop on stroke and sudden death at Low Meridianibum Hotel and Golf Resort in Yu. The task force on fake and counterfeit drugs and unwholesome processed food is to be reactivated to check the excesses of hawkers of medicine and other consumable products. That is it on the package this morning. Thanks for watching. I've been Agnes Udo King Brown. Have a wonderful day.